Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of From Idea to Market Fast. I'm Patrick Bentley, the co-founder of Launch Trail. And this week, we are going to highlight another entrepreneur who has a service and some ideas that are going to help to boost your business. So this week, we have Jelena Ostravska with us. So Jelena is actually an online marketer, and she's been in the online marketing space since she was 18. And she was introduced to online marketing through her parents back in 2013. And so over the last few years, Jelena has gone from just a straggly 18-year-old kid who was struggling to now being one of the top affiliates and one of the top marketers. She's spoken on stages in front of hundreds of people, and her entire business is all about online marketing, content marketing, and coaching others to do the same. So Jelena, where are you joining us from today?
Hey, Patrick. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm joining in from Latvia, Europe.
Latvia. Okay, well, thanks for joining us today. So I'm going to jump right into it and give you an opportunity to tell me about what you do and who your ideal client is.
Yeah, so like you mentioned already, I've been in business for, a long time. I'm 25 right now, so it's been, like 7 years at this point. So yeah, like my ideal client right now, obviously, like as you are in business, like your ideal client is going to change. So my client, 6 years ago was way different than it is today. So right now, I'm mostly talking to personal brands, people who already have an existing expertise and who are trying to bring it from offline world to the online and to social media. And I mean, especially right now, we're recording this interview during the pandemic of the coronavirus. So when people staying home, that's pretty much what people come up to me right now. And they're like, hey, yeah, like I'm a teacher, or I'm a psychologist, and I'm really trying to figure out how I can, still accept clients, but do it on social media. So that's who I've been mostly working with.
Okay, so let's go right into the next question then, which is, what is the problem that you solve?
Okay, so the problem that the majority of people that I work with experience, especially right now, and I mean, not even like during coronavirus, but overall in general, is, they find themselves that they do get the clients, they're working with people one-on-one, they're like meeting people face-to-face, which right now it's obviously, not even possible. Or you have to be like, very much distance from that person. But at the same time, people want to have that freedom. Like I've had so many people come up to me and they say, oh, Jelena, you're traveling so much. I really want to do the same. And the thing with being stuck offline is, that you have those clients and that you can't really, just say, screw it, and I'm going to go into like a 2-week vacation. So that's what I've seen people have, kind of like struggle with is, and it's also not scalable. So they know how many clients they can take on a one-on-one basis because they have to get ready, they have to travel to their office, they have to, take on these clients. And then it's also energy like sucking, you know what I mean? Like I've been coaching clients for a couple of years now, and your energy goes a little bit down when you get off those calls, especially if you have some back-to-back calls. So yeah, like that's what I see people struggle with. And especially, then they're like, okay, so how am I gonna transition from the place that I'm at right now to where like I want to have more flexibility, I want to have more freedom, and I want to have more time ultimately, because there's only, like I said, so many one-on-one clients that you can take during the day or month. So your income is really like capped.
Okay. So what are some of the mistakes that people make when they try to solve that problem on their own?
Okay, some mistakes, obviously, like if you think about the person, let's say like a relationship coach, and they're like, okay, so I'm really tired of this. Like I love my clients, but I really want to do something, that's going to, like I said, give me more freedom. They go to social media, they go to YouTube or Google, they try to search, how to, like make money online, or how to, do that. And then they either get that shiny object syndrome, to where they're trying to spread themselves into multiple directions. They learn from one YouTube video and then from another, and they see all these ideas and they're like, oh, maybe I should do network marketing. Oh, like there's also affiliate marketing. Maybe I should start like an e-com store.
Yeah, it's a lot out there.
There's a lot out there. There's a lot out there. And, so many people waste so much time. And I've done this myself as well. Like when I was from...
No, I'm feeling you right now, man. Like you're talking about me.
So we've all been there at some point or another. So, and you spent, oh my gosh, like I've spent so many hours and probably like even like days and months and trying to figure out what I'm going to do with, like to grow my business and what kind of do I even want to grow. Yeah, like I feel like number one mistake is just getting stuck in where which direction they want to go. Then another mistake too many people because every single have a different on how the other mistake is not really invent help you get to where you want to get.
Okay. So the next question I have for you then is what's one valuable free action that people with the problem can take to start solving it today?
Okay, so I'm going to mention a couple of things, but where it all starts is you have to understand your ideal customer avatar. So until you know who that person is specifically, like where they live, what is it that, like keeping them up at night, what is it that they're trying to figure out what to do, what kind of problems and challenges they're facing, like what kind of desires and dreams and goals do they have,
Mm-hmm.
um, I mean, what kind of even music they listen to, what kind
Yeah.
of books they read. Until you understand that, like you'll never be able to create content that speaks directly to them. You'll never be able to even create offers, and you're never even going to be able to sell those offers because that customer is just kind of like wishy-washy. Like you really need to like hone in on that one person and speak directly to them, because like when you do that, it changes like your entire market, like your entire not necessarily marketing approach, but it just changes the way like you grow your business. You become more intentional, you have less distractions because you know who you're speaking to, and then creating content really becomes easily.
Okay. So what's one valuable free resource that people can go and find to start, solving that problem?
Can I mention my freebie here?
Man, please do. I'd love to because I've seen it.
Okay.
I think it's really cool, and I think it's going to be useful for me. So please throw it in.
Yeah, so one thing that I've seen people struggle with a lot is that social media content, like because everybody's talking about you have to be consistent, you have to post, either every single day or at least a couple of times a week. And I struggled with this myself. Like I've had, weeks and sometimes months where I just didn't get that inspiration. I wouldn't know what to post. So this year, I figured, what, like, what if I had like a content calendar to where people could print out, and then every single like day of the month, they would go in and see like the exact ideas that they can implement into their social media content. Because really, all it takes is just one idea. And a lot of the times, if you find yourself sitting in front of your computer and thinking, what am I going to post today? Like I've had that issue to where I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm wasting hours of my time, and like nothing is really moving the needle in my business. So yeah, so I have put together the content calendar for 12 months. I mean, now we have like 9 months left in the year. But basically, what you're going to get is daily post ideas, so you never have to struggle with content ever again. That works for every single niche, be it if you're in e-com, if you're a relationship coach, if you're a network
Nice.
marketer, if you
Nice.
have a software company. So yeah, like I don't know, Patrick's probably gonna leave the link for like in the
Yeah.
show
So
notes.
I'll make sure to put that link in. But just if they want to, I know that your website is
Yeah,
trainingwithjelena.com, right?
trainingwithjelena.com/content calendar.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's right there. Great. Right on the first page, which is great design as well too. But
Thank you.
so the last question is kind of a tricky one. A lot of people get a little tripped up on it, but essentially it's what's the question that I should have asked you that I didn't? And then of course, what's the answer?
Okay, so there's one question. A couple of years ago, my friend and I, we did a video, an interview series with some of the top network marketing and affiliate leaders in our space, and we asked them one question that always, like, it can go on for an hour. Obviously, we're not going to be here for an hour, but the question that we asked was, if you were to get started all over again, but with the knowledge that you have right now, what would you do in your business differently?
Okay.
So, I mean, if I were to say what I would do differently, I mean, I definitely do not regret starting in network marketing because that opened up so many doors, but I probably wouldn't have been stuck in network marketing for years because I was talking with my coach the other day, and I was like, I really feel like network marketing was kind of pushing me back from
Mm,
what I really wanted to be doing, which has been, having a profitable coaching business. So I really wish that I would have stopped that, like, probably at the end of 2018, like, if I really think back. And then the other thing that I really wish I would have started sooner was creating my own offers. Because, like, I started at some point and then I stopped. And then, like, I think last year, I pretty much did not really launch anything as far as like digital products and courses that, I love doing. So yeah, like if you're a personal brand and you're listening to this right now, if like I said, like an expert and you already have some kind of knowledge, then like do not wait on launching your own offer, because honestly it's selfish when you don't have those offers, because there's people who really need your help.
mm. That's a really great piece of advice. So going ahead and I guess taking control of your expertise and putting it out into the market, which is scary though. It's a very scary thing, but I guess that's why we have people like you who can help us do that. So again, thank you, Jelena, for joining us. If you guys need any help with your online marketing or taking your one-to-one business offline, if it's offline and you want to take it online, then Jelena is definitely somebody who can help you. And I'll make sure to put the link in. Please go check out and download Jelena's her content calendar. I'm going to be using it from now on too. Jelena, thanks again.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Really appreciate that.